Well, everyone, Apple is doing something with the Apple Card that they've never done before that we in the travel community or the credit card community find it as normal practice. But let's see exactly what they're doing. So before we get into what Apple's doing with the Apple Card, I do want to briefly go over some of the perks and benefits that it has, but I'm only going to go surface level because I have a few much longer in-depth reviews on the channel, which is probably my most popular content, so definitely check it out. But on the surface level, this is a zero annual fee card with zero foreign transaction fees, zero minimum fees, zero late fees, so you never have to worry about paying anything additional outside of your balance. And then in terms of spending categories, you do get 3% on anything Apple related cash back, and that is daily cash back, which is one of the superpowers the Apple Card has. So if you do purchase something on Monday, on Tuesday you'll be able to actually use that daily cash back. And that 3% is good for anything Apple related like I mentioned, so if you have any in-app purchases, any app downloads, any hardware at physical Apple stores, anything online, and any other subscription services that you do with Apple, that'll give you 3% cash back. So I pretty much use my personal Apple Card whenever I'm ready to buy some Apple hardware, and then I also have it for my Apple One membership, which I believe is $38 a month. And another little part with the Apple Card specifically on the Apple product side is that you're able to finance Apple hardware at 6 months or 12 months of free interest, which is great to see, and it all depends on how much the total value of that product is. Apple is partnered with some other merchants like Nike and Panera and a bunch of other ones that do give you 3% cash back, but for the most part, it's safe to say that only on Apple products you are getting 3% cash back, and then your other category is going to be that 2% cash back on anything that involves Apple Pay. So if you use your Apple Card on your iPhone to tap to pay, or if you have an Apple Pay checkout at an online merchant, you get 2% cash back on any category. And definitely try this even at dining. Tell them to bring the paying terminal to you. I've done this before, and they'll actually bring it to you and you can tap to pay right then and there. And then if you have to use a physical titanium card, it's 1% cash back on everything else. So those are the categories: 3% on Apple products, 2% on anything that's Apple Pay, and 1% on everything else. One last little perk that I do want to bring up is that every Apple Card user does have access to their high yield savings account at 4.4% APY. And what's nice about this is that it works with everything around it. So if you do get your daily cash back, you can actually put it directly into that high yield savings account and start earning money on your cash back, which is great to see. And then also what I'm about to mention, which is the sign up bonuses, can also be put into that high yield savings account. So now to kind of transition into what Apple's doing is they're actually giving people sign-up bonuses for the very first time. So there's two different tiers of sign-up bonuses. There's a public offer and then a targeted offer. The public offer, we've been seeing it on social media, is $100 back in daily cash after spending $500 in the first 30 days. So you basically apply for the card and you can actually start using the card immediately after you get approved because it does get put into your digital wallet right away. The physical card does take about 3 to 5 business days, but it does come fairly quickly. But if you're able to spend that $500 in those 30 days, you do get $100 cash back, which is 20% return on those $500, which is pretty nice for a sign-up bonus. And again, it is daily cash back, so you can use it basically as another digital debit card if you want, directly through Apple Pay. You can use it to pay off your Apple Card. You can just withdraw that money into your bank account, or you can put it into that high yield savings account. And then the second tier is going to be a targeted offer. Unfortunately, I'm unable to find a direct link in order to do this, but I think the only way to actually do this is to get that targeted offer that's tied maybe to your Apple ID or something like that. So if you guys are looking for it, definitely check your email to see if you got the targeted offer because it is a very nice boost compared to the public offer, which is getting a $300 daily cash back after spending $1,500 in a 60-day span. So it still is that 20% return on your spend. This one does give you 60 days instead of 30, but it is $1,500 instead of $500. But that $300 does get also deposited into your daily cash. It can be used the same way the $100 was, as basically a digital debit card. You can use it to pay off your card, you can use it to move it to your bank account, or you can move it into your high yield savings account as well and earn that 4.4%. Now, both of these offers are valid up until September 3rd, so I would recommend that people wait until around maybe the end of day September 1st to see if you do get that targeted offer, and if you don't and you still want to apply for the Apple Card, then jump on the public offer of $100 after spending $500 in the first 30 days, so at least you do get some return on your spend when you do sign up for this card. Because as I said, this is the first time Apple's doing any sort of real sign-up bonus. They've had some other bonuses in the past, especially if you add family members and things like that, but again, $100 and $300 respectively for a sign-up bonus is nothing to scoff at, especially for a cashback oriented card. So if you guys do want to sign up for it, I will leave it linked down below. There is no referral program or anything like that when it comes to the Apple Card, unfortunately. So it's just for you guys to be able to sign up for it, and it's very easy. All you do is go into your Apple Wallet, go in as you're adding a new debit card, and then there'll be an option there to apply for the Apple Card. If you do get approved, like I said, within 5 minutes, you'll be able to use the Apple Card directly from your Apple Wallet. But that'll do it, everybody. Leave a comment down below about what you think about these offers. Do you already have an Apple Card? Have you been thinking about getting an Apple Card but haven't really taken the plunge? I actually think the Apple Card should be the first card that anybody gets because it's very easy to understand. Apple tries to educate the user in terms of making sure that you don't spend any money on additional interest, making sure that you pay off everything on time and in full, and again, it encourages that with all their UI and their Apple Wallet integration. But like I said, all that is explained in other videos on the channel, which I'll also link below. But that'll do it, everybody. If you made it to the end, leave a little dolphin in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoy content like this one, click on one of these videos right here. And the road to 1,000 subscribers is getting there, everybody, so I appreciate that. Peace.